What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another video. And today I wanted to talk about faith equaling success. And what do I mean by that? So first off, you have to have faith in yourself. That's the biggest one, right? If you don't have faith in the things that you're trying to accomplish, or faith that you're going to be where you want to be at some point, then you're doing yourself a disservice, and you're basically making that process a lot harder for yourself. But there's a little bit more that goes into just believing in yourself, right? Of course, I'm a firm believer of God, right? And I believe that God will give, as long as your heart's in the right place and as long as you're putting the work in too. And so in order to become successful, right? And this doesn't necessarily just mean in your finances. This could be success in your relationships. This could be success in your fitness journey. This could be success, of course, like in your business, your finances. Success in your financial or your spiritual, right? There's just many different ways where you can become successful, right? And so why does faith equal success? And that's because faith is also a byproduct of you not giving up and understanding at some point that whatever it is that you're trying to accomplish, you're going to end up achieving. And so the way that I can put it is that, for example, like I still struggle, right? Like I still have my moments where I'm not doing I'm not where I want to be. I'm not accomplishing the goals as quickly as I would like to. But I also have to remind myself that I'm a lot further from where I came, right? And I forget that all the time. I think that we all forget that every single time. And a byproduct of that is sometimes that we end up not being as motivated or not continuing, whatever it was that we had already started. And we could already be like 3, 4, 5 months in. So if you've been working out for, let's just say 6 months, but you don't feel as shredded, like you see like a lot of these Instagram models, which a lot of them are on stuff, right? So you got to be realistic with your goals and understand that, there's people out there who are also misleading you. But if you feel like you're not where you want to be physically in terms of, working out and stuff, and 6 months down the road, you decide to quit, right? Or you stop or you start slacking, then at that point, you're never going to achieve that goal, right? You have to have faith. You have to believe that if you continue that journey, that you're going to end up being in that position at some point, right? But like I said, you have to be realistic when it comes to certain things like that. But it's the same thing like with your business and your finances. And so, like I said, like I struggle with that as well. It's something that I've, had issues with, but I've trained myself to overcome these thoughts, right? Because our brain is also a muscle, we could say. And you have to train your thoughts to understand that at some point you're going to achieve what you want. There was a point in my life where I wanted to achieve a high rise, right? And now I live in a high rise. And even though I'm in my high rise, right? It's a worldly thing though, but it's just like an example. Sometimes I think like, well, now I want to be in the penthouse, right? And now I want to have like windows from the floor to the ceiling, right? And I believe that one day I will achieve that. And I believe that I'm going to have that, and hopefully sooner than later. But it's whenever, it's my time to have that. But if I don't push for that dream and I let my thoughts, like, let's just say, for example, like I believe like, hey, like, I don't know if that can happen. I don't know if I'll ever be in that type of, apartment or condo, then I'm not going to make it, right? Like it all starts like with your brain. And so you have to train your brain to understand that no matter what, you can't give up on the goal that it is you're trying to accomplish. And so when I tell you that faith equals success, it's because faith is a byproduct of not giving up. And same thing, like I said, like with God. So, and this is just my opinion, right? There's life. This is all life. If you don't believe in God, I would just highly suggest that you rethink that a little bit, because how can life be brought to life, right, without life? And so, we all exist here for a reason. And if, to be honest, like sometimes some of the things that we go through are really challenging to uplift ourselves, by ourselves. We're not, Superman or invincible. We're human at the end of the day, which is also why it matters who we have around us. But if you also believe and have faith that God will one day bless you, as long as you stay on the path that you have to stay and you're doing the things that you need to do, like it's gonna happen. And sometimes it's not on our timing, but it's in divine timing, and it's in God's timing. And that's typically when we begin to accomplish the things that we've been looking to accomplish. And so faith equals success. And so when you're thinking about the things that you want to accomplish this year, I want you to think about the faith that you're going to have in yourself and the faith that you're going to have that you're going to be in that position. And I want you to walk like you're in that position already, because you're training your mind, and because you're going to train your mind and your thoughts, you're going to end up in that position at some point. And it may not be this year, it could be next year, it could be the year after that, but at some point you're going to reach that goal. And it's better late than never, because if you don't start it this year, or you don't start it today, you don't start it tomorrow, and then you begin to push it off, then at some point you may never reach it. So the goal is to have faith in yourself. Have faith in the goal that you're trying to accomplish. Have faith in God, that God is going to bless you with what you're looking to accomplish. And I can guarantee you at some point that you're going to make it. And you guys have a wonderful day.
Okay, Kino.
Dreaming, talking in your sleep. I know you want to cry all night.